Namaste, sir.
And Namaskar.
It was great. It is great pleasure to have a conversation with you. I don't need to. Hi, friends. Today we have a legendary figure in ceramics, E.R. Darroz. I have been his fan since my college days. Always looked up to him for his technical abilities as well as the creative abilities. I was lucky to have get a chance to work with him sometime, and it's always his work and language of clay is very inspiring for us. Today, we will be having his presentation in two forms. One is a small video, which is showing his journey from wheel to wall, and then there is a small PowerPoint presentation, which will tell us about his current work more technically, how he has approached and what all different methods he has used for making his work, creating his work. And in between, I will be asking some questions. Also, at the end of the slideshow, we can have question and answer. So we will be starting with the video. I will uh,
Welcome.
I will welcome Daroz sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you
So
very much. My pleasure.
yeah, it's
And
a great pleasure to have you, sir.
yes, yes.
So I will start the video first, and once the video
Yes.
is over, then we will discuss.
Yeah.
We'll start the second segment. Thank you.
Okay.
Please let me know if the audio is clear or not. Just put the message on the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's clear actually.
So these are your early days. This was during the college. 80.
This is in Gadi Studios, 1980.
Oh wow.
So, this photograph taken by Devraj.
Okay.
Devraj. So one of the wood firing kilns. This are all. These works I have done in Malaysia.
Okay.
The Sarawak. That time when I was using the stains, first time when I got stains from there actually,
Okay.
spraying and stains and all. This is also the gas-fired kiln actually.
Okay. Which year this was?
Uh, I think it's 30 years back actually.
Okay.
More than that.
That's what totally age.
Yeah. And these are all worked out there. These all works exhibited in Brunei. This,
Oh.
yeah. So it's a
And you are combining the bamboos for handles.
because
and for
there you can see it's a big bamboo forest actually.
right.
Was then I was trying to use these things like
Huh.
it's a kind of ornamentation.
Correct.
Yeah. So that's why I was enjoying and doing all these things actually.
Correct.
So then stained glazes.
Yeah. So this is a combination of stains and oxides together.
Yeah, or just stains only.
Okay.
And again, under glaze and stains, airbrush kind of things.
Okay.
Actually. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And approximate sizes of these vessels are like.
This is about 13 inches to 15 inches
Okay.
height. Yeah. This is all inspiration I bought from the lamp, glass lamp, candle lamp.
Kandil lamp. Right.
Then also Surai kind of things
Yes.
actually. Yeah. This is all organic. Normally, I always,
Huh.
they change the surface of the line, body line actually.
Right.
So that's what I want to know. Something growing on it like this.
Correct.
This is a grow body and stained. This all worked in Gadi Studios. This
Oh, this was all done in Gadi.
Gadi electrical.
So when you shifted to Gadi, you finished your Baroda and then you went to Gadi.
I got first fellowship 1980. I went to
Okay.
Gadi. Yeah. From onwards, and I didn't go back to Baroda. So 10 years, 12 years I worked over there only in the Gadi
Okay.
Studios here. It is all electrified.
Huh. Oh, this was done in electrical kiln.
Yeah. Barium glazes.
Right. And you have learned the barium glazes from Cooper book or you experimented on your own?
That is Cooper, Emmanuel
And
Cooper.
yeah, Emmanuel Cooper.
Yeah. This is Sardar Gurchand Singh. He got
Yes.
Padma Shri, so we felicitated.
Okay.
Yeah. These works I showed in Pandol, this
Bombay.
Bombay, yeah. This in the Mano Sangrahalaya, Bhopal.
Bhopal, yeah.
It's
And this
red,
was also done in stoneware or
the red clay only.
red clay only, correct.
Yeah. This is stoneware.
This is stoneware, yeah. Nice
Yeah.
brushwork.
Yeah. They showed in Art Heritage in Delhi.
Right.
Yeah. These all works done in my studio, Ayanagar.
Right.
Yeah.
Outskirts of Gurgaon.
Delhi.
Delhi Gurgaon combination.
last village of Delhi, actually.
Yes, yes. Amazing sketching. Your sketching is the main strong force.
Normally, yeah. When you do sketching, then 50% work is done actually.
Done, yeah.
You know
But
what?
even able to convert that into ceramics is a challenge because being a difficult medium, that command is fabulous because
Yeah.
sketching is one thing, one very important thing. But at the same time, you are able to convert that to ceramics without much damage.
Yeah, that's there.
That's a fabulous command.
This
This is nickel copper. Sorry, nickel glaze.
yeah, nickel.
Nickel zinc barium.
Yeah. Called nickel fickle. Sometimes it comes.
Yeah, it is very tricky. This is fabulous. This she was at Delhi Blue Pottery.
Yeah, Delhi will pursue. All these students, they used to come and work in Ayanagar studios
Oh, okay.
when Gurucharnu was alive. Yes.
Yeah. And this was the influence of your jewelry background,
Yes,
family
yes.
jewelry business.
Absolutely. I call them pendants.
Yes. This was in Thangad,
No, this is in Delhi.
Delhi.
Uh,
Ayanagar studio. Yeah. Right.
Ayanagar studio.
I remember visiting there for the first time with Thomas.
Yes, yes, yes. I remember that.
Now this looks like fired in a local
This
kiln.
this I got commission for Grand Hyatt.
Huh.
So that's I went and built the kiln in Uttam Nagar,
Okay.
Harkishan's place.
Yeah. And
And
then
the-
it is glazed there only.
And there glazed there only.
Okay.
This the top is is a fiber umbrella actually.
On the kiln,
Yeah,
ceramic fiber blanket was used.
yeah, yeah.
And then this
And
is
the-
fired to what temperature then?
This is 1000 degrees.
Oh wow. And
1000
such
degrees.
fabulous colors.
Yeah. This all earthenware body, all of them.
Earthenware body. I believe there are very few artists in India those who have command like you on both the temperatures.
Yeah,
Because some people can work only at a higher temperature, some of them are able to work low temperature. Here you have used fabulous results. Wonderful.
Nowadays you will get all nice
Things
stains,
ready-made. Yeah,
frits and glazes and
yeah.
that you have to do your own composition also.
So was glazing resection was there in the bigger vases or forms, cracks and all?
No, not at all.
Not much.
These works, it was in
Huh.
the Korean Biennale,
Huh.
Incheon, Korea, 2007, and
Okay.
their collection.
ये देखो संदीप जी देखो
Some of the porcelain works and these three, their own collection. Lifting the pot. And look at this grip about two hands,
Yeah.
Yes,
For lifting
that's
it,
yeah.
it's a massive heavy one.
Yes, yeah. It's about 30 kilos.
Oh wow.
Uh,
I had seen this big kiln. This is in
Ah.
Ayanagar, right?
Yeah, this I never came. After fine.
This is stoneware?
This all earthenware only.
Earthenware.
But you'll get stoneware kind of glazes.
Right, that's what.
Yeah.
Such an amazing control.
These works are exhibited in Baroda, these things.
Oh, okay. And what is the size of this vases? Around 3 feet?
About 30 inches height.
Oh, okay.
Some with a lid and other, it comes up to 3
Yeah.
feet.
Correct.
Actually, these big works I've done.
Huh.
Once I saw the olden days, you used to get this spices,
Yes.
salt, the wood ash pots actually.
Correct. Either they're wood ash or even sometimes lac covered also.
Yeah,
Lacquered covered also.
wood ash things. These are normally I make in a thermocol. This
Okay. Models.
model whole thing. Then I take easy to lift. Then casting it, then slip
Right.
casting. Yeah. This is about 3 feet height. Or guardians, I call them. This all inspired by the city landscape of Gurgaon.
Okay.
All tall buildings.
Tall buildings. When
Yeah,
when
yeah.
we had a studio in Ayanagar, that time it was all open ground.
Yeah,
Steadily skyscrapers
Yeah, yeah,
overtook everything. The skyline changed.
yeah.
This is the master.
This mouse is just
This each mask is around what size it is?
this is about 12 inches, 13 inches.
Okay. And then they are framed together to form a
Yeah. This is one commission for the restaurant in Baroda. It's in Gurgaon actually.
Okay.
Yeah. It's art alive exhibition. The Nisha's 1996.
Fabulous. Wow.
This is my first mural in Baroda,
Uh-huh.
1976, Sardar Patel Planetarium.
Okay.
These are by C. Better.
No, we'll talk about this. Yeah. This was in terracotta,
No, this stoneware.
stoneware.
Yeah.
And it is
Stoneware. This is glazed, but this is, I fired, coal firing kiln
Oh, okay.
and putting on the top of the Saigars only. plastic place
Huh.
because all coal dust and other things, you know,
Correct,
it's all
correct.
deposited things like that.
It's a very creative thinking.
Mhm.
Wonderful. Yeah.
It's my first commission actually.
Okay. So this is your interaction with the nature.
This is in a Diu
Huh.
Island. This seaside things. This is from the, yeah, rocks and stones. So that's inspiration. This is commission for the Hotel Surya Palace in Baroda.
Massive. Oh wow. So all through your journey, your favorite color is copper blue.
My favorite color turquoise blue,
Yes.
copper, barium copper. This I don't know.
Here that sculpture at the background is,
Yeah,
yeah. Yes.
this swimming pool. These are the sculptures.
Yeah.
This is one of farmhouse in
Okay.
Delhi. This is one of the murals.
This, if the pot is around 30 inch, the arch must be very tall.
Yeah, very tall, about 6 feet.
6 feet. Yeah.
Yeah. This reminds me of Sanchi. That's
Ah.
yes, stupa type.
Right. Oh wow.
This Pullman Hotel. Now it's called Lee Meridian.
This looks very dry, matte surface.
Yeah, it's a barium band glaze.
Very matte. Please.
And that's the silver. It's a reflection in the water, like, you know,
Okay.
in the sun reflection, it shows like a silver actually.
Yes. This is in porcelain,
Stoneware.
stoneware.
Yeah.
May obviously because he knows that it. वो तो उस समय ना उसी टाइम वो
I remember seeing your porcelain mask where the light used to travel through.
Yeah,
the
it is
translucent
there. Yeah.
porcelain.
This is Reliance Industry. I made it 60,000 this pixels kind of things.
Okay.
This is all different heights, you know. This arrangement.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's like a mosaic.
It's a,
Bisaza kind of thing.
yeah. It's like a flags, street flags. Yeah.
Okay. Pataka. I see. Here each tile is of what? 12 by 12 inch size?
This is about 8 inches by 8 inches.
8 inches by 8 inches.
This is 9 inches.
So this was directly on the wall to the size sketches.
Yeah.
Beautiful line.
This is a germination kind of a mural. This is a fertilizer company.
Okay.
So the seedling kind of things.
Okay.
This germination is a Tagore poem actually. So then I was experimenting with seedling things.
Beautiful.
This is a big mural.
Yeah.
Sun and moon.
Right.
IFCO, this is in Saket. It's about 35 feet height.
Massive. Putting it up on the wall must be a job by itself.
Yeah, it takes about 2 weeks sometimes.
Okay.
This is a 4 feet, is a tree of life mirror.
Okay. Do you have any coding systems to match the sequence of tiles?
Sometimes, it's all every work is totally, challenging actually.
Correct.
Different.
Yeah.
This, 9 feet and hand carved all of them actually.
These are carved tiles.
Yeah, carved tiles.
This is for the copper chimney, right? This project.
This is an ABS gallery in Baroda only, tower,
Okay.
outside of the building actually. This ABS towers, this is the main. The bronze glaze.
And this is interaction is where? Oh wow, this is beautiful.
This is in a Grand Hyatt in Mumbai, Santa Cruz.
Okay.
3 different murals actually.
So these all textures and things are individually created and then repetition.
Yeah. Hand carved all of them actually.
Okay.
Mm.
Wow.
This is about 18 inches by 18 inches.
Each
panel.
tile.
Yeah.
Massive.
Each panel actually.
Yeah. And then here I can see combination of stains and oxides together, or they're
Yeah.
just oxides.
Normally I use stains, spraying, different,
Right.
overlapping actually.
And mostly all this is fired at 1200 or 1280 degrees?
1280,
1280.
cone 8, sometimes cone 9 also. These terracotta temples in
Yes.
Vishnupur, yeah.
Vishnupur.
Yeah.
Massive.
After seeing these things, then I started doing in a big arches like this.
Okay.
These are symbolic things,
But this is in stoneware.
This is stoneware.
Yeah.
This is actually, I've done, those days, I used to Siger firing, all of them.
Ha
I made Siger 18 by 18 inches,
ha.
coal firing.
Coal fire. Yeah.
And Baroda, they used to have a Prajapati potteries, they used to make cup and saucers.
Okay.
Then especially I requested them to make a big Sigers and 18 by 18 inches.
Okay.
Then this is all press mold, all of them.
Right.
And same time I was doing a copper chimney restaurant in
Yeah.
Lagoda. You must
Right.
have remembered. Nowadays, that's also 35 years back.
Oh wow. It's a gateway.
Gateways. Art Heritage exhibition in Delhi.
Okay. This was interaction with KG sir, KG Subramaniam sir.
KG Subramaniam, 19 Bangladesh war, I was helping him, he used to make terracotta reliefs. So then, see, when we are student, we don't know what is next, when doing pottery, and he used to make murals, that's a new aspect of understanding the clay actually.
Correct.
Making, so good opportunity I got to understand him,
Right.
working with him actually.
And this is a solid block you're carving.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a
Yeah.
Ayanagar studio.
Okay. Again, the sketching, such a strong sketching helps. Baroda.
Its age is about 22 inches height.
Each
So,
block is around 22 inches in height.
yeah, hollow block.
Hollow blocks. Yeah.
Inside the steel and the concrete is there actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
That has given the strength.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is all dolomite clays.
Okay.
This is all single firing, no biscuit, nothing actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. What a reflection. This inside work is also.
Yeah, that is also mural is there.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is copper chimney work.
Copper chimney in Chennai.
Chennai.
Yeah.
So you was carrying the same theme everywhere, or the state wise or the nature around wise, you were changing the themes there?
Every work is totally different actually.
Different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is thrown on the wheel like cylinder form, then cut and altered.
Altered.
Yeah.
These are all stoneware works.
Yes, stoneware works. This is in the Modern Art Gallery collection. Some of
Oh.
them. Yeah.
Nice.
This is a Art Alive Gallery, Baroda, Delhi. This I used thermocol balls and different
the textures.
in the clay
Yeah.
and slip, then casting with in
Yeah.
the mold actually. When you fire it and it will burn out and it will give that corrugated, this perforated kind of effect.
Correct. But is the thermocol very easy to mix in the clay, or it takes massive effort?
It should be in a very thick clay actually.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like a
Creamy
slurry kind of
consistency.
thing. Yeah.
Creamy consistency.
Yeah.
Now, before starting the
Mute the
slideshow,
rest of them, no?
I will I will like to ask you some questions, like how you got to ceramics.
Please. Sorry?
How did you decided to take ceramics?
See, ceramics is like, so when I was in Hyderabad, then I applied for scholarships.
Okay.
A lot of artists like, Lakshma Gaud got, mural and etching scholarship for somebody for sculpture. Then I applied for ceramics. This
Okay.
unknown subject actually.
Huh.
Those days, only 4 or 5 artists in the country.
Okay.
Like, you can finger count in
Out
the
of the
fingers. Like,
fingertips. Yeah.
yeah. I'll tell you, Nirmala Patwardhan, Pramila Pandit from Bombay, Nirmala,
Yeah.
and KV Jana from Banaras, and
Correct.
Sardar Gurchand Singh.
Correct.
That's all. Hmm.
Right.
All there are some colleges, but there is all terracotta only they used to teach, and
Right.
not ceramics,
Not the ceramics. Yeah. It was not
no.
completely started.
That's
This
slab
year
of-
this was 75, 76.
I was there in 1970 to 72. 2 years I was there.
Okay.
Mm. So then I was working with terracotta only those days.
Okay.
Then I learned and I went to Thangadh, then working in the industry,
Okay.
then experimenting things like, in the glazes and all. I learned stonework things in the Thangadh.
Correct.
But actually, when I came to Delhi, then I really worked in the
Stonework.
studio.
Okay.
Yeah.
But another very important thing is, as you was mentioning, most of the work in Baroda you tried and fired in the coal fire kiln.
Yeah.
So around what time you got into gas fired kilns?
See, gas-fired kiln, I first, I was working in Gadi Studios.
Huh.
Then we used to do a lot of wood firing things actually.
Right.
And when I started wood firing, it is like, very cheap wood they used to get. Slowly, it's very expensive it became.
Okay.
Then I thought I must go for a gas.
Right.
Then I went to Khurja. There was a guy who used to make kilns, Khurja.
Okay. Okay.
And then I asked him to make a big kiln for a trolley kiln. Mm.
Uh-huh.
Those people came and they, with all equipment, they made the things.
Correct.
Those days, we used to get, started getting this fiber only. Now,
Yes.
That's Murgappa
It was a very new product.
new
that
things.
time.
Yeah. So that's the first kiln I made. That later on, when I went to Bhopal, there I made my own kiln, 3x3 studio kiln.
Studio size kiln.
Yes. Then still we are using that thing actually almost 30 years now actually.
Wow.
That kiln is successfully, everybody uses those kiln nowadays.
Design, yes.
Yeah, that design.
Absolutely.
I used to, my idea to use this high pressure burners easily available.
Right. Right.
And that's what
That made a big revolution because it
Yeah.
it's within the reach of a common studio potter to
Yeah.
make a versatile work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's successfully,
Yeah.
and I'm quite happy about the whole things. And I made many kilns.
Yes.
The wood firing kiln first I made, in Gadi Studios.
Okay.
That is also 83, I think so. 82.
Oh, okay. That's quite recent.
After that, then this
I think Jena sir
Bharat
also had. Jena sir also had a good.
no, I mean, Jana Sahib, I invited him for a camp in Bharat Bhavan.
Okay.
And he fired that kiln, and he was quite happy to have that kiln. So I given 10 to him.
Right.
Then also given some glazes, for dolomite glazes to him.
Yeah.
So he went and built over there in Phulpur.
Yeah.
And that area is quietly, a lot of people they are doing in Banaras,
Yes, yes. Because of Jena sir's that studio in Phulpur, a lot of students they could work. Yeah.
Yeah. But he's, sincerely used to work,
Yes. He was very particular about.
Earlier he used to do only earthenware things. And
Yes.
he's very good in earthenware things.
Yeah.
And with
I think
Kejus,
that they must have learned first time when somebody, Mr. Mosh, had been invited by Design Center at Chinhat. From there they started terracotta glazing work, I believe.
correct. There, and Mr. K.J. Subramanian made one mural with his help in Lucknow,
Okay.
as a Ravindra Bhavan.
Okay.
Ravindra, that's he helped that low temperature glazes for him actually.
Correct.
Yeah.
And what about your glaze journey? How you got inspired, or how technically you got conversant? Because those days there was nothing technically available as such as today. We can just click on the Google and we find everything.
Yeah. No, those days, we used to go in library. We used to have a very good books in Delhi, and we used to follow the books only actually.
Okay.
Some ceramic monthly.
Hmm.
Yes, But following the glazes in our material is totally different actually.
Different, yeah.
And we used to trial and error kind of things
Correct.
actually. Yeah.
Correct. And I believe that time even around Delhi there was a lot of pottery industry was active.
Yeah.
Yes. So
But-
sourcing
but,
the raw material was easy from them, or it was completely
And
bought from
Delhi,
different source?
raw material like in Delhi, in Vasant Kunj, we used to get Delhi clay.
Okay.
It's called,
Uh-huh.
Mr. Gurchan Singh used to use only local clay only.
Okay.
Yeah, that's called Delhi clay.
Okay.
And in Khurja used to get a lot of.
Yes.
Yes.
Which was very in striking distance. I think 120 kilometers from Delhi. So it's very easy to connect to the industry. And that
And-
has given a good help to Delhi as well as to same way Thangad, Baroda, Ahmedabad also is very
Things like in Thangad, they have a mines. So that's why pottery is
Yeah.
grown up over there.
correct.
Khurja, there is no mines, nothing. But there is skilled labor was there.
Yes.
Skilled, all of the Muslims, they are from Afghanistan.
Karigars, yeah.
They used to do this
Painting.
low temperature glazes.
Correct.
actually.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
That's
and then
why,
I think T.N. Sharma from CGCRI brought in the stoneware revolution there.
I think so.
Yeah, yeah.
But those days, like, Mini Singh and Sardar Gurchan Singh used to do stoneware pottery.
Right, right.
Delhi Blue.
Delhi Blue, yeah, correct.
First, I saw in the first time only that.
Correct, correct.
And
Wonderful.
very few. There's a big journey actually.
I know, it's a fantastic journey, and I think you had, as you have a strong side of art, you have a wonderful creative side in technical also. So technical creativity has
Yeah.
helped you making kills, designing your own glazes.
I made a kill for Baroda Fine Arts also later on.
Okay.
But invited me after this camp.
Huh.
Then I was there 40 days in the university. Then I
Uh-huh.
built the wood firing kiln. I designed the kick wheels. From there, a lot of many students came out actually.
Correct.
Now they have a MA ceramics and
Yes.
sculpture kind of things actually.
Correct. Correct. Yeah, it comes under sculpture there.
Yeah.
And how was your
Also-
experience? You had helped, I think, potters from Kutch after the earthquake. To
That
know how-
I built a kiln for them. Actually, Paulami Abhyankar she was
correct.
involved.
Yes. Yes.
She asked me to I built the kiln. Then I sent Arun Mukoti to go and fire over there. Actually,
Wonderful.
he was working with me those days. Actually,
Okay.
Arun. So then he was there for a couple of weeks. I think to Kutch area,
Right.
and it went off very well.
Yeah.
Uh,
Because still, I believe this. There is one potter called Abdul from Khawda. He still does the glazing on terracotta, and he's getting wonderful results. I'll share some images of his work. Wonderful work he does. So credit goes to you. You have taken the effort to show them that. I think they were called to Delhi for a workshop, and they all had interacted with you.
Yeah, they were there actually in my studio. They were there for a week, I think so.
Right.
The whole family was there,
Correct.
and I showed them how to fire and other things.
And similarly,
Glazing.
Bharat Bhavan also, you have taken a lot of efforts to set up the studio, and you ran the studio.
Yes, I was
Share
there.
some
Then
memories about that.
Bharat Bhavan, it's very challenging. The credit goes to J. Swaminathan actually.
Okay.
Swaminathan myself used to work in Gadi Studios.
Right.
So they wanted a graphic studio, ceramic studios, like,
Yeah.
Then he asked me to set up. Then I was there.
Mhm.
Then I conducted twice, thrice, I think, so national workshops.
Okay.
From there, main idea to have this community workshops,
Right.
people come and work over there, like, and otherwise, it's very difficult to have a kiln and
Yeah, individually.
material like this. We can't afford actually.
And in those days, there
Very.
was nothing, even there was no dealers, or there was nothing like you can go and buy materials and equipments and start pottery was not there.
Yeah.
That is where your contribution is very remarkable.
We bought a lot of raw material from Delhi. Then we
Okay.
made our clay bodies and
Right.
firing kiln, electric kiln, So it's a very, very big thing actually.
Yes.
Because of the Bharat Bonds, so many artists now working in
Clay.
and
Yeah,
they do have every year this
Potter's Market also.
Potter's Market also.
That is pure Sonia Ji's contribution. The way
Yeah.
she conducts is fabulous. Amazing.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Great. So shall we jump on the slideshow and then again we will come back to some more stories from Sir.
Ah,
I will now start the slideshow.
please do. Yeah.
This will explain the different methods of mural formation and how he approaches from clay to his visuals. So it's a wonderful explanation and people will get to see 3 or 4 different techniques about converting your visuals, your ideas to visual.
Yeah, so sometimes we do the slip casting
Yeah,
and also direct slab tiles and carving things and
yes.
direct modeling. Sometimes we do use sponge
Can you just share more details about this particular picture where you are putting the flame onto it? So is there a clay underneath?
no, that is I whole sponge I got. Then I with the slip I do drawing on it.
Yeah, so the yellow is a sponge and the gray is the clay.
Yeah, gray is the clay.
Right.
When you fire it like those the clay portion, yellow things burns out actually.
Burn out. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
The other things remaining things.
Remains.
Actually.
Yeah. And that will give
That's why
glow.
that gives like a relief thing.
Yes.
Actually. Yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
That when you are burning the sponge gives a kind of a texture, it's very interesting for
Can be
me.
seen in this particular.
Yeah.
There's no slideshow.
Sandeep, we can't see anything.
Oh, you can see the slideshow. Thank you. Thank you for telling me. Otherwise, I was watching and enjoying everything. Very good. Okay. Yes.
This is the burning.
Yes, this is the sponge burning technique.
Yes, yeah. With the blowtorch, we are firing actually.
Yeah. In the next slide, we'll get to see the actual process, what he is doing. Amazing. This slideshow has a fixed speed, so we will have to go by that, and that gives enough time for us to understand. See, the yellow part is the foam, and the gray is
a listener.
Yeah, and you reasonably apply it thicker, so you can retain that area plain. And
What sponge is it?
See,
a regular sponge, foam, yeah, it's a foam.
Okay. Achha.
And this is the pattern you get. You can see the leftmost picture, and then you take a mold of that. And
these are layers of the sponge actually.
Sponge, yes.
About 10-15 layers,
Correct.
To get that stone effect.
And then that is converted into the mural.
Yeah.
Amazing. Wow. Are these metallic colors?
Yes, this is all metallic colors.
Okay. And they are like third firing or?
First we do in a silver this thing. Later on we glaze this luster kind of things.
Okay. This also the tile, each tile is 8 by 8 inches approximately.
Yeah, 18. This is all the slip casted things actually. It's 12 by 12 inches.
These are individually block are made out of mold.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the mold. This is solid casting.
Hollow casting, all of them.
Hollow casting. Yeah.
This is, you can see that.
Yes. Wow.
Mr. Great Himarsha.
Yes. This mural is installed where?
That's still is lying at home only.
Oh, okay. Massive. So these are made out of thermocol and then casted, or how does it?
These are slip casted, all of them.
But original
But
first,
originally make a mold,
yeah,
clay modeling, then
clay
make a
modeling.
mold, yeah.
Okay.
Mm. These all kind of puzzle kind of things,
Yes,
Yeah.
you might be using the same tiles,
Different
different combination.
composition, yeah.
How many such big projects you have done? Annually, at least 2 projects or 3 projects?
Nearly 1 or 2 it happens actually,
Yeah.
normally.
And that over a
Exactly.
period of at least 15-20 years you're doing this?
Oh, more than that.
More than that.
Yeah.
Amazing. This is the casting in Thangad.
This is in a Thangad.
This was, I think, the pillars for the gateway
Yes,
built for the
correct.
Agarwal, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are the.
This is a mosaic tiles,
Huh.
This is a shown ceramic.
Shown ceramics, yeah.
Yeah.
Taza.
When my first job was in Shore Ceramics,
Oh, you had worked
1973.
with Shown Ceramic Company
Yeah,
after the college.
yes.
Wow. This has internally a metal structure to hold this.
Yeah, concrete.
Concrete.
Steel and concrete. Steel concrete. Otherwise, in a Baroda full of monkeys,
So now this is another technique you have used.
Yeah, carving,
Carvings. So generally, how thick you go up to? Like 1 inch thick, 1.5.
It's up 1.5 inch thickness total time. Then you go for layers and layers.
Layers and layers. This looks like the glazing is done.
Glazing, spray is going on actually.
Must be breaking work. Oh wow. This is installed in Madhya Pradesh or Bihar?
Bihar, it's in Patna.
Patna. Okay.
Yeah,
This is Gandhiji.
yeah. Gandhiji in Champaran.
Champaran.
It's indigo. It's a symbolic thing. Indigo blues actually.
Okay.
This is a lotus pond, lotus leaves.
This is in a private place?
Yeah, private residence in Baroda.
Okay. Yeah, this we had seen earlier.
This is a
Hotel lobby.
Yeah.
So these are also the textures done by carving individually or?
Yeah, individual carving.
Individual carving. Oh.
This
Gravels.
is, pressing, putting, different pebbles and
and then clay filled in the background.
yeah, then punching it, then you'll see the
Evolving
result.
face.
Yeah, yeah.
So using all the industrial methods, you have created a.
This is the texture we'll get it.
Yes. You have combined the industrial process to create the work.
Yeah. When an artist goes to industry, then what happens?
No, able to convert that and making use for our
Ah,
work is also
um,
great thinking.
this is Kirloskar, SL Kirloskar.
Kirloskar, yeah.
It's a
The
portrait.
textures, what I can see, the lettering is
As
antique.
yeah, it's Kirloskar's name only.
Okay,
It's a typography actually.
typography
Yeah.
used as a design pattern.
Mhm. So opening day.
Oh, wow.
This
This
is
is on the tiles or?
yeah, Lohia Bhavan. This is called digital ceramics actually.
Okay.
Direct printing
Mass.
on the tile and firing at 12 and 50 degrees centigrade.
Okay. That is again using a modern technology.
Yeah. This whole country is digitalized now. You have to go along with the time.
Yes. This you have cut them before taking the mold.
Yeah. After making a mold, then I cut the mold like vertically. Then the pressing. These all a similar way I've done it. That's a whole mural.
Yeah, the whole mural is done that way.
Yeah, copper chimney.
Copper chimney. This you told about the
This is yeah.
terracotta temples influence. This installation must be a massive job because even the cement comes on the color, might be affecting on the color, so you have to be very careful while cladding the tiles. Particularly bronze color is very sensitive to other material. The mark doesn't go off that easily.
And it's well cleaned up. Cleaning is necessary actually.
Yeah. So do you have a fixed team for doing the cladding, or every time you take the labor available from the local area?
Local area only.
Local area.
Yeah.
It's a massive challenge.
Yeah.
This is Madhya Pradesh.
This is the Madhya Pradesh government commissioned this thing.
So you have used
Then 50 years of independence.
Okay.
So the those days they used to collect the clay from freedom fighters area.
Oh, okay.
So they made they wanted copper vessels, and why not clay? I said as we should have a ceramic vessel.
Vessels. Yeah.
So then
I remember one story about Devida's ashes you have used for making a glaze. Is that?
no, I made KG Subramaniam ash glaze, bone ashes. I made
Bone
one
ashes
glaze.
are used for making glaze.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Also, Shanku Chaudhary's.
Okay.
These are.
Did you had any particular artist influence as when you was in college? Any foreign artist work influence or?
No influences.
Okay.
In the sense, like we used to admire Ansh Cooper work in the beginning, nah? So slowly, then you have to innovate your own things, no?
Correct.
Yeah, it takes time actually.
Absolutely.
And then you started enjoying yourself actually.
This is at Bharat Bhavan. Okay.
Yeah.
Is he Mr. Bhimsen Joshi?
Bhimsen Joshi, Ashok Vajpayee,
Okay.
and this is a foundation of the hill. This is Swaminathan.
Olsen. Yeah.
Olsen.
Now they need to rebuild one new thing. These are the clay drying pits. Yeah.
This is Baroda Fine Arts College.
Fine Arts College.
Wood firing kiln and clay pits. This is 1987.
Okay.
Also, Anand Gram also I made OP Jain Ashram, first wood firing kiln.
Right. Now all the city restrictions have blocked the wood-fired kilns.
Yeah.
To the jungle
Good, actually.
Wow, such a wonderful signature you have. and you have a complete signature mark on the Indian ceramics, which will be remembered forever.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Now I will ask the audience to ask the question.
Hello.
Hello, Daroz.
Yes, Suchika.
How are you?
See how famous you are.
Acha. So I wanted to ask, what is like your initial work was very 3D, solid, very robust forms. But then later, a lot of your work, like most of your work, is now 2D. So how did you like move from 3D to 2D?
This is a wall mural, See, if you see the LA temple walls and all are 2Ds only. Okay? Architectural murals, actually. So that's why when you do the murals, like it's the treatment of the wall, actually. So that's what I used to do, high relief things. That's 2Ds.
No, but pehle 3D mein pehle, there were pottery forms 3D, and now they're mostly 2D. So why did you make the shift?
Shift is a demand from the client, actually. It's not my choice, actually, their choice, actually. And it's every work is challenging, actually. Yeah. So that's an architectural work and a monumental work, actually. When you do this one work and it goes for years for one place, actually. So that's what I like, the public places and even private places also like.
Yes.
But was it difficult for you to shift from 3D to 2D, like technique wise or ideation wise?
It's not very difficult, actually. See, when you do the drawing and you visualizing things like, it's not difficult. But again, it's very challenging, big size, like 30 feet height, 40 feet, how to shift the things, Those things are very particular. Every tile is numbered, actually. When something breaks, you have to remake things, actually, those things.
That is a major challenge.
So that's why we have to be very careful, very gentle kind of things. Mostly packaging and shifting, it is a headache kind of thing, actually. Installation and all. But every work is like, when you complete the job, then you say, okay, now you don't want to do again like.
And still you just go back to it and do it. Much better than the previous one.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Kanjan wants to know how much grog do you add in your mural clay body? Do you add any grog or you don't add?
Depends on 10 to 15%.
In the clay body?
Yeah.
Okay. Kanjan, any other questions you have? Kanjan seems to be absconding.
Question. Daro, most of the murals you have just shown are always cut in straight lines like a square or a rectangle. So, do you consciously follow that format or?
See, cutting things, it's a loading and packing. It helps me. Also, something and it breaks, suddenly you can replace the things, actually.
Makes
so
sense.
that's even a smaller piece, like when you are 50 feet height, we are shifting, easy to carry. Bigger piece is very difficult to carry.
Do you plan your design also like that? In the sort of, does it affect your design or no? Not really.
No. I do plan the whole designing and the things, actually.
So that cutting then gets affected.
Yeah. Cutting, first we make whole thing, later on we cut. Small piece, easy to packing and sending also.
Yeah.
And also
firing.
Even firing also. That's it.
Yeah, Tini, can you ask your question?
Yeah, I'll just keep my video off because there's some bandwidth issue.
You can see a wonderful cat on your...
Yeah, that's my kitten. Okay. Daroz ji, I wanted to ask you that those bronze mural faces, were those sculpted by hand or were those in mold?
Yeah, okay.
No, first
फॉर्म वगैरह भरून घे.
I make, whole drawing, whole modeling
काय
actually.
सांगतो?
Then I'll take a mold. I take a
Okay,
mold, like,
okay.
later on pressing with the clay. I press with the
Okay,
clay.
all right.
Yeah.
Oh, so the pressing method, all right. And second, just a tip if you could share for someone who does mostly tableware, for if they want to move to sculptural pieces, what is like maybe a starting point or something to try?
Anything you can try actually.
Try, that is important.
Trying is no harm
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah. But like, they try with slab work, then a relief on that, or should
Yeah.
it be a direct
That try with the slab work actually.
slab and relief? Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Slowly, then you keep on adding things. You can make a bigger size, like whatever you like.
And for 3D sculpture, is it better to start with terracotta or stoneware because of the breakage and everything?
Any clay
So-
is possible. I'll
Okay.
start with the terracotta. No
Even
problem.
anything breaks, you should not allow your heart to break.
Yeah.
That is very
Good
important
point.
in ceramics.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Aditi has a question. Aditi Saravi from Kolkata has a question. How does you put the tiles on the concrete wall? Do you have something at the back?
Yeah, we have nowadays you will get very adhesives, very beautiful adhesives actually.
Yes.
Ceramic, we'll go to any company, many companies they make,
Correct.
Mm.
So
So tile to tile also it is possible,
Okay.
and tile to concrete also it is possible,
Right.
tile to wood also it is possible. As different adhesives you will get it actually.
And about what kind of grog, like you are using grog, you said, so it is the same clay crushed into the powder or normal refractory company grog you are using?
Refractory, fire brick powder actually.
Fire brick powder.
Yeah, that's the best actually.
Yeah. You get in different grain size.
Yeah. Normally you can make your own grog actually.
Yes, Shampa.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Yes.
When we were going through your presentation, you have moved from one technique to another. While you have been working in murals for installations, you have moved from, whatever new comes in, you are attracted towards it, and you haven't been stuck at one place. But every time you change your technique, your style, there must be new challenges coming up. I was, for example, the initial murals, you said you were using those blocks as puzzles.
Yes.
And I was wondering how that idea of puzzle must have come.
This is puzzles from my son, and I used to play with what you call Lego.
Lego.
Yeah. So and sometimes I used to make changing, same car design, changing different. So like same things, you can put a different angle, you'll get different ideas like.
Right.
So you need to be child all through your life.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. Somebody, Kalpu Shaha is asking, she wants to know, are you planning writing a book about your work and about your techniques?
Yeah, it's coming.
Wonderful. We are looking forward to it. Wonderful.
It's on the way.
Yeah. There is a question, is there any specific brand of adhesive you use or any new adhesive?
So many adhesives actually. I don't remember the name. Like normally we used to have a Dr. Fixit cement actually.
Okay.
And the earlier, but nowadays you will get very beautiful adhesives actually.
Right. Shushma wanted to know that, so her question is answered.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, please.
Better to go to the tile factory, a tile shop actually. They will
They will
provide
advise you better.
Yeah.
Yes, Rachel.
Hi, Daroz.
Hello.
Hi, there is Rachna here.
Hello, Rachna.
How are you?
Fine.
Fantastic. Fantastic today.
Thank
I
you.
just wanted you to go over the mural where you're making with sponge. Can you
Yes.
repeat that technique once more?
I am working almost 15 years now, that subject actually.
Huh? So how do you create it in layers?
That is a very thin sponge, dipping in dipping in the slip and keep on adding it actually. Then you fire it and the sponge will burn out, you will get layers like actually.
Ah, I see. Fantastic. Fantastic.
So that the glazing and it goes on and process.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Glazing.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody, any more questions?
Yeah,
Yes, Anjani, go ahead.
sorry. Talking about the sponge technique, do you add anything to the clay? Do you do paper clay or is it just regular clay?
Regular slip, clay slip. Regular slip. Yeah, casting slip.
Okay.
Casting slip.
Right. Thank you.
Casting slip.
Yes. Ashwini, you have a question? Ashwini,
Yeah.
you have a question?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
So, I'm completely awestruck with your work. We have all, I mean, we have seen your work, but then this was a lot of unseen work.
Yes.
And I wish to know, like, when you plan a work or when you think about any mural, any kind of work, you have the scale, and this, I mean, the scale that the scale of your work is like huge. So
Yeah.
when there is always a visualization, we think that this the kind of work that we expect to come out of the kiln and this thing. So how is it like? What you visualize? How far does it come out really to that extent?
Expectations.
Actually, we'll visualize like we'll make sketches, and if you want a full size, like sometimes I do make printout, flex printout.
Oh.
So we'll send a full size, with shrinkage also. You can see what is the size actually. So that is the thing. So nowadays, in olden days, we used to do drawing and enlargement, and nowadays we don't need actually, just flex printing actually.
No, but then her question is more about getting the success from the kiln. That sketches is fine. That can be done, but getting the similar results or whatever you have in mind from the kiln, that is a matter of command over a years.
It comes now, since you are working 40-50 years, it comes automatically.
That is the time you need to give.
Yeah.
Somebody
I have a question, Sandeep. Hi, the Rose is Christine. I'm so sorry. Hi. I'm so sorry that I've missed most of the talk because of my Wi-Fi problem, but I'm here now. And I've heard that it's gone extremely well. So really congrats about that. And of course, there is no doubt that you are probably the most famous studio potter that we have right now. Absolutely. And also one of the most senior most. So you've seen the entire field of studio pottery grow over the last 40 years or something, 50 years of your life.
50 years, yes.
50 years of your life and of seeing it becoming professional, the Rose. Right? Now, what do you have to say about the professionalism that has grown into the studio pottery here in India today? And I mean, what sort of message do you want to give the other new potters that are working, the sculptors that are working? It's a range of works people are making now. But over your experience about how it was back in the 70s when you started and now, can you just share something of that? What do you have to say to the new artists today?
I want nowadays it is very simple actually. You will get everything ready-made nowadays. Olden including clay and glazes, everything. Things like a painter. And the painters, they'll get all kind of colors, canvases, everything. But what to want to make, that's up to you. So that's something should come out with your own thing, actually. Nowadays, but still 90% people, imitations goes on, influences from other side and going on. But try to make your own thing, it takes time, actually. Maybe it takes some more years to understand pottery in our country. I think so.
Oh wow, it's on the rising graph. Yes.
Yeah, it's very rapidly rising, actually. Yeah.
And I remember stories about you coming in the morning in the class and breaking down all the pots made by the students. So can you tell about that, some stories about that, or your angle about that, more than the stories?
Actually, that is the olden days. Nowadays, nobody likes it.
Yes, correct. That is what I want them to understand.
Actually, that is it. So you have to be sentiments. You have to break the sentiments. When you are working in there, you have to be detached about the whole thing. Yes. Actually, so when you're breaking things, like you try to make more things and more, and so it makes you more confident, like So that's the main idea, actually. In the initially, it was very tough in the beginning. But olden days we used to make, that's why they are good potters now.
Right.
They know what is the good now. Actually, they can understand. Nowadays, we can't say everything is final firing and glazing, and also selling. Also, very important.
Yes, that's the change happened. That's what exactly Christine was pointing at. And that's where the message has to be, yes, you have to grind yourself, give initial years to perfect your techniques. So the question what Ashwini asked may not come. Like getting the results is not easy. And your initial years, you have really grounded well. You have done a lot of practice.
Yeah, like Soji Hamada, he never allowed his son's pots putting in the kiln, actually.
Right.
So the later, after so many years later on, you can put 2 pots in the mud kiln.
Okay.
So he was so happy, the son, actually, my father allowed me to. So these things,
But that kind of submission has to be there. If you feel that whatever first day I make is a final product, then you will not land up going long or big.
Not only that, see, I am going for the party, you must fire my things, like.
Very true. Actually, quite a lot of this comes from an art school training where when you're taught drawing, you throw hundreds and hundreds of sheets of drawing. I think I had a huge bonfire when I left NID of all my imperial sheets of all the drawings. But yes, it is true. There is virtue in doing that sort of practice, that sort of sadhana, riyaz. I mean, it's really like that. Absolutely. Where maybe 1 out of 20 that you make is actually where it has a life to it.
Correct.
And I think that more so in pottery, I mean, at least I've also been trained like that. It's not everyone is
precious.
There is some that have the feeling, and some of them don't.
Right.
Yeah. Yes, that's sketching is very important, actually.
Sketching is important. That's what, like all through your journey, we have seen from sketching.
Or the art school starts with the sketching,
Yeah. Wonderful. Anyway. There was one question somebody wanted to know about how do you start putting the mural, from bottom to top or top to bottom?
From bottom to top, actually.
And from center you go towards out, right?
Depends on this thing, actually.
Okay.
Sometimes we have to make center line.
Yeah.
And start with the center.
Yeah.
And from the that's also Sometimes normally we lay down on the floor, then we'll take exact measurements and we explain the tile fixtures like this the way number wise you have to go continuously.
Yes, Neha, you can ask your question. Neha wants to ask a question.
Hello, I'm sorry, I missed actually most of the talk. I completely forgot and I remembered at the last minute and I came running to attend. But I have a question about, this, the idea of Riyaz. What Darush Kaka said right now and what Christine said as well. How can we as we come to know more and more about the ecological impact of what we make, do Riyaz without it, I mean, without it clashing with that sort of, how do you negotiate between the ecological impact of what you make and making things and throwing them away? I mean, I absolutely understand, and I agree that I mean, most of the things that come out of the kiln are not at all up to the mark and not something that we should
Yeah.
be putting
Mm.
out there. But the idea of making things, firing them, making them permanent, and then throwing them away, how do we come to terms with that? I mean, just purely from the point of the ecological point of view.
The sets like ecological point of view, pottery, and we are firing high temperature, then we are making a stoneware kind of things actually. Ecologically, we are, what I mean to say, it doesn't get dissolve in the soil actually, stoneware pottery, ecologically. You know what I mean to say? So that way, we are, ceramics are totally different, two way of ceramics actually.
Neha,
Hello?
May I add to that?
Please.
Yes,
For
yeah.
Neha to sort of continue the conversation.
Yeah.
I think firstly, I mean, there are different layers of making and choosing. One is in the actual making.
Correct.
Right? You can choose to not complete the turning, for example, if you feel the form isn't right. So then you just recycle the clay. That is the
Absolutely.
best. So
Yeah.
a little bit of censorship and a little bit of looking at what you've made before you even biscuit it is
Correct.
always useful.
Yes.
I mean, that's the way I have been trained.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, in the firing, lots of garbar happens. And then I have all my planters, which are in my garden,
Right.
are full of old pots.
Correct.
I give them to friends, but I don't show them as an exhibition.
Right.
I don't sell them.
Perfect.
So they have their own life, but they don't have a sort of professional life.
Yes.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm a bit picky about what I show finally, so I do a sieving out, and that's, I think, what we all do.
Yes.
So a lot of friends have a lot of old seconds from me, and they enjoy it. There's still something very charming about it, but then I would not put it in a gallery.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes, Neha, are you happy with the answer?
Yes, of course. It's not something that I'm questioning. It's just something
No,
that
no,
I
that's
think
good.
about
And
when
everyone
I
should
have a
understand this
suggestion.
point also. Yeah. Tell me. Yeah. Hello.
Sorry, I wanted.
Yes, Aditi.
Sorry, I wanted to just put in a point here. I'm Aditi
Yeah.
from Kolkata.
Yes.
So what I do with my pieces, what you said, which come out from the kiln, are not really nice, and the glaze has not come out, or it's not come out well for whatever reason. So I completely get them broken up, and then I use them, and they get smashed, and I use them as grog.
Right. That's one way. Now.
Otherwise, you can do refiring actually.
Yes.
Yes.
So there are many ends.
Yes,
to,
but suppose it's cracked. I mean, if it's cracked and I cannot refire it.
yeah. Then you can make a grog out of it. And even nowadays from Thangad you can actually order grog of broken sanitary ware. So they are also getting
that is also very good. Yeah.
So that is one possibility. It can be part of the concrete also, being a strong material. So there are multiple uses one can think of. And as Darosh sir said rightly, stone decomposes, becomes clay, and we are making it back to the stone. So it's part of the change still. We are consuming a lot of fuel and all that, it's fine. But thousands of years again, it is going to get back to the clay. So that is how even I look at it, along with other aspects. What Christine has explained is one of the best way to think about it. And even Aditi's suggestion is good to use it as a ground. So now I will request everyone to open their videos so we can just say hi. He can see all of us.
Hi. Hello. Bye bye.
Great. Thank you, all of you, participating in the talk, giving the support. We all are enjoying it.
It was really wonderful.
Amazing works.
So nice.
One of my very favorite talk, one of my very favorite persons, because he's a complete institution. He's not just doing one aspect of it. And willing to share and some workshops. So that is a great experience, and he has given us so much. Thankful to him, and thank you for your precious time. Thank you very much.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.